welcome students to your information technology and its application in business class. In today's class, we are going to continue with spreadsheet assignment. Now, spreadsheet assignment, we have completed the assignment 1 in our previous class. Today, we are going to start with spreadsheet assignment 2. Now, this spreadsheet assignment 2, again, you will be provided in this video only the questions and the solutions. Just like the previous assignments, you have to practice it and note down the assignments along with solution steps in your practical file. Right? So in today's class, in the practical portion under the spreadsheet assignment 2, we are going to learn how to create different types of charts and graphs in Excel or in spreadsheet. So let us begin. Now in assignment 2, in spreadsheet assignment 2, you have been provided with 4 questions. All 4 questions will come under spreadsheet assignment 2. So let us start with the spreadsheet assignment 2 question number 1. It's asking for create a column chart from the following data. Now data has been given related to sales and expenses of 6 months. This data we have to incorporate in the form of column chart under the spreadsheet. Right? Now, what is this column chart? A column chart, it is a graph that shows the vertical bars with axis values for the bars displayed on the left side of the graph. So we are saying that it is a graph, so it is a graphical object used to represent the data in the spreadsheet. And you can use a column chart when you want to compare values across different categories. Right? So let us begin. So I have already filled up the question. This is what our question was regarding month, sales and expense figures. So this data I have already filled up. I have typed in the data. I have renamed the sheet as column chart. All these things we have learned in our previous classes. How to enter data, how to rename a sheet, all these we have learned. Right? So I'm not showing you it separately. So the data has to be first right. You have to write the data in the Excel sheet in separate column, in separate cells. Right? So what you have to do after putting the data, after writing the data, the next task will be to first select the entire data range. How to select that also we have discussed in our last class. So first the data range that you have written, the data range, entire data range you have to select. Then we have to move to the chart. We have to insert the chart. So for that, what we have to do, we have to go to the insert tab or insert ribbon. Click on it. Under the insert, you will get the option charts. From the charts, you will get different options, different types of charts you can create. So our question was to create a column chart. So where from I can get it from here directly. This is insert column or bar chart. Now we require the column chart first. So I'll click on this drop down to see the different types of charts I can enter. This is only for the column chart and the bar chart. Now another way also you can take out, if you don't want to go it directly, here under the charts group, on the right side of it you will get a small arrow. Click on this arrow, you can see all types of charts available. So from here you can get column chart, line chart, pie chart, bar chart, different types of charts are available. So we require a column chart. We can take it from here also, or directly we can go for this option from here, from this drop down. So you can take any type of column chart. There are 2D column charts, there are 3D column charts. If I just, as my data has been selected, see, I have not clicked on these charts. only I'm moving the cursor, the how the my chart will be displayed, that is being shown. So if I want this 2D column chart, I can take it. This is called clustered column. Then if I want this stacked column one, that also I can take. Then we have this 100% stacked column, means your data will be converted into percentage form totaling 100%. So not to go to those complexities right now. So we can take this also, this also, this also. If you want more prominent visibility, then you can go for this 3D column also. Here also you will get different types of options: 3D clustered column, then again you can get a 3D stacked column, then 3D 100% stacked columns, then 3D only column. Like this you can get. So it's up to you. You can choose any type as per your choice. So I'm taking this 3D column first, clustered column. So now I will click on it. See, once I have clicked, my data range that it has taken, it is showing me in a selected form. Right? So on this data, it has worked. Now the chart, the column chart is before me. Right? Here this white area on which the chart is depicted, it's called the chart area. And the area on which the chart has been plotted is called the plot area. Right? You don't have to do anything. You simply type the data, you select the data range and go for the desired chart option. Now here you can see the data ranges have been it has been calculated automatically by the system. Then the sales figures have been marked in blue and the expense with another color. Right? Now here it's showing the chart title. I can provide chart title, so I have to double click on it. Then I will type a chart title. Let's say monthly data. Give it a title. Monthly data. Now you can give any title of your choice. So chart title we have provided. Now one more thing, see your chart is selected now. It's in the selected condition. So here on the top you can see chart tools. It has got enabled with the options design and format. So there are different formatting options you can apply on it. Right? Then design options are also there, that also you can apply on it. Now here there are different chart styles. I can, if you want, you can take these chart styles of your choice. Right? This also is there. Now these things are as per your choice. You can do anything, anyone. You can take any style, any type of your choice. Right? Now you can also change colors. Also, it's there. These options are also there. Okay. So I'm not changing. Now one more thing, if I click outside this chart area, see what happens. I have clicked outside my chart area. Now you see, is the chart tool visible with the two options, design and format? No. So once you click on this chart area, then only this chart tools, this design and format option will be available to you. These things you have to keep in mind. Right? Now apart from that, we can see outside it, we can see different three options. Three icons are there. First is the plus sign showing the chart elements. If I click on it, it will come up with different options, different chart elements. Now axis, what are these axes? You can see the left data and the bottom data. These are my axes. Now if I click on this right arrow, here also I can make changes. If I click on it, it will be removed. If the primary vertical has to be removed, that will be removed. But I don't want that. These are the areas you can do. Access titles if you want to give, then also you can give. Right? But we don't require it right now. Chart title is enabled. If I click on this, disable it, chart title will not be displayed. If I click on it, the chart title will be displayed. Now data labels. What are data labels? Now these figures are my data. Now if I click on it, the data labels will be shown. If I deselect it, the data will not be shown on the top of the columns, right? Data table. Now if you want this particular table to be displayed in the chart area only, then you can click on this data table option. That is up to you. If you want, you can do. Then grid lines. What are grid lines? See, these are the grid lines. If you don't want these grid lines, just deselect it. The grid lines will be automatically removed. I want this grid line, so I am keeping it. Now, last is the legend. What is this legend? See, legend are these things, the sales expenses, right? Now, here also I can give it on the right side, on the top, on the left, on the bottom. Different options are there, so I'm keeping it at the bottom only. So these are the chart elements that are available to you. You can make any changes of your choice, right? Then next option shows the chart styles, means these chart style which is available on this design option under the chart tools, that also you can get it from here, okay, along with the color, right? And the last one, this one is the chart filters. The chart filters, the areas which you want to only focus on. For example, it's showing all categories, means all categories, all the months it's showing. If I deselect this, and only I select this January, then only this January will be shown to me. Others will not be shown. If I click on March, the March will be displayed. So I don't want all these. I want all the months data to be displayed. So I'll click on select all, right? Then names also, if you want, you can provide. No, I don't want anything, any changes. So I'm not changing it. So these are the things, these way you can make any type of chart. So my chart title has been removed, so I'm making it once again. It's monthly data. Right? So this is how you can prepare a column chart. Now one more question that may arise. If you think, no, I don't want this chart, this type of this chart to be here. If I want, this chart area is movable, I can move it anywhere in this sheet, so I can drag it. What I did, I will click on it, my cursor sign will change to 4-headed arrows, then I can move it over here. If I want like this, I can move it anywhere in the sheet as per my requirement. Now if you want to delete this, then if I click outside and press the delete button, nothing will be deleted. What I have to do, I have to click on this chart area. This is what I'm saying about how to delete this chart. So I will click on it, then I'll directly press the delete key. The chart area with the chart will be deleted, right? Now one more thing, let's delete it. Now in your question you can see this months are in the rows, then sales are in the rows, and the figures have been shown as month wise in the columns. Now I have given it in the opposite form, month in the columns, sales in one column, expenses in one column. Don't get confused. If you type the data in this format also, the same chart will be, you can do it from there. How to do that? For that we have to use the transpose option, right? If you can directly change the columns into rows and rows into columns, that is called transpose. How to do that? I'll show you that also. So in this chart, column chart only, so first you select your data, right click on it, copy it. Now where you want your data to be pasted, that cell has to be selected, then right mouse click. Now there are different paste options, right? Here this is the normal pasting, the same thing will be pasted, then the values, then formulas, then transpose. This is what option is called the transpose, that your rows will be converted into columns, columns will be converted into rows. If I click on it, the same data, the way we have provided in our question, it will be before us. And if I want to make the chart Out of this data also I can do that. So for that, the selection of the data range is must. I will select it, then go for the insert, then I'll go for the chart. Let's take the first one, see, or if I can take the same one, the same thing will be before me. So don't get confused. Okay, no, this question has been given like this and the solution is showing like this. So don't get confused. You can do it in both the ways or either in any one of the ways. The same thing will be done, right? So this is what was our question number 1 under assignment 2. Let's move to the next question number 2. Question number 2 is asking for create a bar chart from the following data. The same thing. Now the charting is what you put the data, the same steps you apply for different types of charts. The chart will be before you. Nothing else you have to do. So let's start with the bar chart. I'm moving to the next sheet where I have put the data. I've provided the data regarding the bar chart. This is what our data is about. It is showing product related fruits product. It's a restock time in days and shelf life. So let's start. So the same thing that I have provided the data. So I'll select the data. Then I'll go for the insert option, insert ribbon. Then from there you can find the same. We have used the column charts. Now here options are there. You can take the bar chart, the same steps. Now columns and bars are more or less same. Right. Now this bar chart, it's again a graph that shows the horizontal bars. Columns were the vertical ones. Shows this bar chart, it shows the horizontal bars with the axis values for the bars displayed on the bottom of the graph. So it's again a graphical object that can be used to present the data in the spreadsheet. Now you can use a bar chart when you want to compare the values across different categories. When the category text is long and difficult to display in the column chart, then if you want to show the duration in a graph. So in this types of situation, we can use a bar chart. Right. So let's take you can take any type of chart. It's up to you. So I'm taking this one, 3D bar, or you can take the 2D bar. Let's take 2D bar. See, just like before, just like the column chart, the chart is before us along with the legends, chart title. Make the chart title as product details, or you can write product restocking and shelf life. Right? So nothing else you have to do. The entire thing will be done by the system itself. Again, the same thing. If you click on the chart area, the chart tools will be enabled. You click outside, it will be disabled. Again, the three options will be there, 3 icons will be there. Here you can make the changes as per your requirement. Right? The same thing, the same steps like the column chart. Right? So next we are moving into the next type of chart. That is, next we are moving into our question number 3, that is line chart. Again, the line chart, here the data has been given related to the 3 types of systems, that is desktop, laptop and tablets, and their related data in last 6 months. So let's start with the line chart. Here also I have created the data, I have provided the data already created in a separate sheet, renamed as line chart. Now this line chart, it's also a graph that shows a series of data points connected by straight lines. So it's a graphical object that can be used to present the data in your spreadsheet, and you can use a line chart when you want to show a trend over time, such as in days, months or years. In this case, the time values would be your categories, and the order of your categories, that is the time value, is very important while creating the line chart. But you don't have to think of all these. You provide the data simply into the system. You go for the option then. So I have written the data. Then I will select it, entire data range, then insert. Here also only you can get this line chart option, insert line or area chart. So I'll click on this drop down. Then different options, again just like before, 2D line, 3D line, these options are available to me. So let's take this, any, you can take any one of your choice. Let's take this, yeah, line with markers. You can take, or you can take this stack line with markers. So let's take this, or you can take this one also, first one also. Let's take this last one, that is stack line with markers. Simply click on it, the chart will be before you, just like before. Now if you want to change, you can make the changes. You can, if you want to make the changes in the colors, you can do that also. Now these things are as per your choice. You can do anything, any type of, any style you can provide as per your choice, right? The same thing will be applicable, the same elements, the chart tools, everything is applicable just before that we have used in the column chart and the bar chart. The same thing, the same steps, right? Now you can provide the chart title over here as your product details, right? So the line chart is ready. Okay, so this is what our question number 3 was. Now next we are moving into the last question, that is create a pie chart from the following data. Now we have learned using creating pie charts, valuing statistics, lots of calculations and all. So those things we don't have to do it over here. We'll simply put the question, put the data, and the chart will be before us. So here also I have provided the data as per our question. So this pie chart, these are different types of data presentation. The way we have prepared the column chart, bar chart, line chart, the same thing. It's a different way of preparing or presenting the data. Now this data under this pie chart is presented in the form of a circle, that we all know, and these are, and these circle, this comprises of segments and sectors. Yes, these circle is divided into segments and sectors into which a pie chart is means this pie chart is divided, and each of these sections and these segments and sectors, they form a certain portion of the total in terms of percentage. So in the pie chart, we know that the total of all the data is equal to 360 degrees. Since it's a circle, if we measure the angle that we used to do in our school days, in our statistics portion, that is the entire, the total area, the total data is equivalent, or is considered to be, is equal to 360 degrees. And the degree of angles that are used to present different items are calculated in the form of proportionality. That also we had to calculate. Now the pie chart here, it represents a circle of 360 degrees, which represents 100% of the values of the continuous variables. Now these are our variables, right? So these are our variables. Now this is equal to 100%. If you total it, it will come to 100%. 100. So this is the market share has been given in 100%. That is 22% goes to HP. 33% of the shares of Dell. So this has been given in percentage, but you don't have to think of all those, because for your knowledge, we know that the circle, it's of 360 degrees and the values represent 100%. So if we break it, that is, we can say that 3.6 degree of a pie chart represents 1% of the total values of the variable being represented. Right? So we consider these pie charts to be the more versatile than the bar graphs, tables, or two variable graphs, and it also represents a clear and precise data that can be displayed. So also it will help you to establish the relationship between different sectors. So we have only one variable, so let's take it. How to do it? So I put in the data. Now I'll select the data range. The steps are same, just like previous charts. The data has been selected. Then again go to the insert. Then from under the charts group, we'll find the pie. Insert pie. So I'll click on the drop down. Then we have again 2D pie and 3D pie. Now you can take any one of your choice again. So I'm taking this 3D pie. So click on it. My pie chart is before me. Again, I can take any style of my choice, and so you can take, also can take any style of your choice, right? Different options are there. Okay, you can take any one of your choices. If I go for this. Again, the same thing, the three icons are there. You can make the changes as per your requirements. If you want the percentage to be shown, that also will be shown. That along with the legends. So anything, any style you can take, but the thing has to be done correctly, because if it has to be done correctly, the selection of the data range has to be correct. Right. Now one more thing, I'm deleting it. Let's see if I by mistakenly select another empty cell, what happens? Let's see. I'm talking about if I mistakenly select any empty cell. So now I'll go for the pie. See, it's not showing. So my selection should be correct, right? If I mistakenly select any blank cell, the chart will not be displayed. Now one more thing, if I insert a blank cell and I have filled up the data, I have left one row blank. Now I'm selecting the data. Let's see what happens. If I insert, the same thing is applicable for all the charts. I'm showing you under the pie chart, but it's applicable for all the charts. The data selection, if it's not proper, the data feeding into the system is not proper, then the output will not be proper. See the difference. It has not considered, means this 3. See HP, then this red one, as the data is not there, so it has not considered the data, but in the legend portion it's showing a red sign with a blank thing. So these things you have to keep in mind. If you provide any data over here, then only it will consider itself in it, right? So better not to give any blank spaces between it. So it will consider the data that you have provided, but under the legend you see HP then a blank, then there will be more ASUS and SO. So these things you have to keep in mind. It's better not to give any blank, right? And while selecting for any, it's applicable for any types of chart. While selecting, the selection should be proper. You should not select any blank cell or blank row or blank column. Okay, so these things you have to keep in mind while you are preparing any chart. Now here the chart title, if you want, you can make the changes, right? It's showing market share. So if you don't want, you can make any changes by double clicking on it. It's the chart title area. Okay, so this is how the charts be prepared under the spreadsheet. So again, once again, I'm repeating that this particular assignment 2 comprises of 4 questions, and these 4 questions you have to do it for your practice, and also these 4 questions under assignment 2 will be written in your copy, in your practical file. That is the 4 questions along with their solution steps. That is how we have created this, that steps, and on the left side, on the white portion of your copy, take the printout, cut it and paste it, color printout, right? So with this, I'm concluding here. Thank you.